Virgo, how you doing, guys? So we're here to do your reading for, well, me and Dave, my spirit guys, Dave, unless you know someone called Dave. Dave, Raving. Oh, I heard Raving Lunatic for some reason. I don't know why I'm hearing that one. Cravens. I'm hearing cravens. Craving. Some of you could be pregnant or craving, but I'm also hearing raving. Okay, we're going to leave that one. A lot of people probably don't like that. It could well be the person that you're connecting with. I don't know. I'm hearing raving lunatic. So I'm sorry, I am. So who on earth are you connected with, Virgo? Virgo. They're saying a raving lunatic. Why on earth? That's it. I'm sorry, I'm leaving that there. Okay, so I am going to try and stop channeling. I've said I would do this. I get this distinct feeling that I've automatically just kind of like, I don't know, offended a load of people. I'm picking up an offender. I am an offender. Oh, okay. I'm also picking up a fender bender, which will also be to do with Cancerian, but I'm picking up also a same-sex relationship. Okay. But I'm hearing an offender. I am hearing an offender. Brenda, the name Brenda as well. Not saying that you're an offender if you're called Brenda. I'm just saying like an offender is in this energy. Why is it that every time I start talking about boxing, why is it that every time I just do Virgo reading, I'm like, okay, I've got no channel messages, Virgo reading, and then straight away something bad comes out. I've got no idea, Virgo. It's like, it just happens every single time. I don't know if there's a residual energy around just a few of you where it's an offence or an offender of something to do with taking an offence, an illegal department, an illegal offence, and all that sort of stuff. But I'm picking up an offencing, which would also be Seven of Wands is what I'm picking up. Anyway, but if you like the channeled stuff, you probably won't. But if you like the channel stuff like I did last month, that's going to be separate towards your tarot reading. So let's have a look at what's been going on with Virgo. Flying out, fly over the cuckoo's nest is what I heard. Flying over. Someone flew over. Someone got flu. Someone could have a flu virus or something. I don't know. Virus seemed to come out through Leo energy that I just done. It was a virus or something. Myra, also Raya. I'm hearing Raya, funeral pyre. What? Sorry, I'm going to have to stop channeling for Virgo energies. Very strange. I'm hearing, come on baby, light my fire. Try to set the world on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Some of you have ended something and you're free and single, that's probably why. Sorry if it was a little bit weird. But some of you are probably single, free and single. Okay, free out there dating, free as a bird. Free falling, but free as a bird. Funeral pyre would have a lot to do with Scorpio energy and an ending. So I am picking up that a lot of you have just gone through something. And you're now possibly single. Nine of Pentacles. But you're hesitating on going back, because this is going back. It's not leaving. So it's like, no, I'm not prepared to leave. I'm not prepared to leave it. It's there, and I'm single, but I'm not prepared to drop it yet. I'm not prepared to leave, because that's not leaving the past behind. So someone's single, but they're also at the same time not leaving it. So no, I've got a point to make. I'm not leaving it. The Fool. What's the Fool? This is the past, though, Virgo. What's the Fool here for Virgo? I mean, the channel messages, they come from everywhere, and they can be involving absolutely anything in your life, or nothing at all. Right? Fool. Leo energy. 8 of Wands. Ooh, Strength card in reverse. Leo. Well, we'll put it up right, but Leo, fire. This is a Leo here that's single, starting over fresh. A new beginning. Single. That's really what I'm picking up. Single. Fool is single. That's like a new beginning in life altogether. Turning over a fresh new leaf. Strength. It could be involving a Pisces. But, well, unless you've just met one. I mean, we're looking at the past. But that's a Pisces energy. I nearly said Virgo Leo. Could be a Virgo Leo. But you've just united with your person. You've just got back with your person. If not, there's a third party thing there. If not, that's that you've just got back with them. What's the Nine of Pentacles? There you are, Virgo. Single. Well, this person's in a relationship with someone here. They're happy. Well, unless you're just happy. Oh, unless it's birthday. Because this was Leo's birthday. This is celebrating. So someone celebrated something. That can also mean birthday. Celebrations. Single. Out there mingling. Single. The Hermit. What's the Hermit for? The Moon. Celebrating with my mum, or being a mum, or just I am a mum. Single. That's a single mother there. A single mother. Or that you spent time with your mum. What's the Moon for? Seven of Cups. Eyes wide shut. Eyes wide closed. Not prepared to look at any options other than one person, or I'm not prepared to move on yet. That's what I'm saying. The 8 is not left. So it's like, well, the energy's still here. I'm celebrated with them. My birthday, I felt good, but I'm still not prepared to look at it. Is someone the energy of where it could be, well, you're there, Virgo, so it's like, I've not been prepared to look at this. I don't want to look in. I mean, you could have been keeping your options open here. But it feels to me that it's more of a, I'm not prepared to look at this situation yet. I'm not ready. I'm single, but I'm not prepared to move on. What's the Eight of Cups? Because the Eight of Cups is Leo Aquarius for me, because it's 8. What's the Eight of Cups for? You could have met an Aries. Wow. So you're in a. These are people that are in marriages already, relationships already. You could have just met. You could have gone out. 8 is also going out. Can be in a different deck. And I went out to a works do or something here, and I met a Taurus Emperor, new person, Virgo. If not, you're already in a marriage and a relationship. But there's something that you've not been prepared to look at. What is that Seven of Cups for? Because that's hiding a lot of feelings and emotions. Seven of Wands. Again, I thought I felt the Seven of Wands. You've got 7 and 7 here. More energies of like, I'm single, but I'm kind of hiding my feelings from someone that won't open them up to me. But I'm single. So I've gone out and I want to be with them, but I'm not with them. So the person that I want to be with, I can't be with because they won't let me back in the house, or they won't let me back in. And because they won't let me back in, I'm now out there looking at someone at work and keeping my options open, because there's a possible partnership here, relationship. You got Leo energy that's real happy here with the 3 of, what's the 3 of Cups? Unless this is so confusing because there is a third party energy here, because it's kind of separated a little. What's the 3 of Cups for? The Magician, the Tower. Yeah, there was a chance to reach out, or you did reconcile for a small moment. You did go out, You could have even had sex whilst you were out here. But that is also a breakup from feeling good. So it's kind of like something could have happened very quickly, and then when it did happen very quickly, it ended very quickly. And then it left you single here, and then not prepared to look at because the person that you were trying to connect with wouldn't open up their feelings. Well, you have to ask yourself why. What's been done? You know, it's no good looking for a tarot reading and them keep telling you and telling you. So what I'm saying is look at in your lives. I can read from here to here quite simply. But look at your life and see what happened of where I've said. Don't bring stuff to people and keep pressuring them with things, right? Because that's you bringing karma or drama to someone wanting to know questions and answers of certain things, okay? So look at what happened in your life and see what led to that point of you possibly being single, of why this person wouldn't open up, right? And you can't blame that on and say, oh, it's their mother, it's their father, it's their work, it's their job, it's everything else. That's not opening up. That's them opening up to their life, right? But find out what that is about why this person blocked, because that's a ghosting energy of like, no, phone down, don't want to listen, not prepared to listen, shouting and screaming or blaming or like, are you involved with someone else or anything to do with birthdays, parties, or like a breakup because of a birthday party? This is a breakup because of a birthday celebration. It was something to do with around a very joyful, happy moment, but it didn't quite go as planned because the tower is there, which is try to avoid something, right? So that caused the breakup. This party or this celebration here caused a major like rift in the energy of separation and breakup that possibly led you to being single here, okay? And then wondering why the person like didn't want to know, why they didn't want to know. So then you've got the Eight of Wands, which is going towards pretty much, but what's the Emperor? So the Emperor or Taurus could be an option. Yeah, well, they're getting accolades. Aquarius. This person here is someone that you could have met here. Or that if you're married or in a relationship with this partner is work, 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 work. They've just come up through past readings. Work, work, working relationship. Work, 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 work. Attention, getting attention. This whole matter needed attention, but what it felt like is that attention wasn't given to a party. Like you've got you and your partner, and one partner wanted to go to a party. I'm actually picking up an actual party. Is that there was a party, right? And it's like you've got you as one party and this party here, right? As a relationship. And that because of this actual physical party happening, there was a rift and a breakup of the energy of being single, okay? And then that caused like, well, I'm not moving on, I don't want to move on, why you're not opening up? And then this energy here is kind of like another party. Like an after party kind of thing, like an after party. But like I said, these energies here feel really good and they're getting attention elsewhere, or they're just concentrating on their life and moving forward after a breakup. But unless these energies are in your like placements, but as the story be told, there was a rift, an argument over an actual party, maybe. Someone's decided to keep their eyes closed and wasn't prepared to look at something, or wasn't prepared to see you, and then because they wasn't prepared to see you, which like I said, people have this notion that relationships are parties. Unless you're married, you're supposed to see each other all the time, right? You see each other all the time, talk to each other all the time, talk to each other all the time, see each other all the time. Someone here is very busy. They've got their own business and their own job and their own life and their own work. And if what this is to do with like, well, you're always working, you haven't got time for me. See how many times there is that this person has probably spoke to you. That's what I'm saying. Let's see what's presently going on with Virgo just before they watch this reading. Presently going on with Virgo just before they watch this reading. What's presently going on with Virgo? Leo. Leo for me, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire sign. Well, I can't speak. Something just come over me. Twin flame. Twin flame just come over. Is it just come over? Come over. I mean, this is someone that's heading towards a sexual relationship or prison, because that is prison sentence, and that could be that strange channel message, because that is a sentence that is also a predator of, if you look at bad energy, okay, and where I said about, I can't remember what is channeled now, that would normally represent that, okay, but like an offender, sex offender is there, there's a sex offender there, but I have kind of been channeling the, well, in the past, the Epstein stuff and the things that have gone on all over the world that people tell me about, and things of where it's been happening and whatnot. That instant is there, okay? But for you lot that are watching, you know, presently, you've got the twin flame, happy home, happy house, or at home. Gemini energy. Brilliant energy. In love with your partner here. But this king is facing away from love. There's love here, but this king is facing a decision of like either facing a sentence, facing a marriage, facing separation, because that can be a split up of energies, because that's duality, and 4 is basically 2 and 2. So what I'm picking up is that this king is like facing a decision, which is Leo for me, which is here, is because of this separation and this breakup of like, I'm not prepared to look at anything, I'm just prepared to look at it at why you're not doing something, then this person here is kind of like moving away here, moving on, right? 6, moving on with work, business and life as it goes on. Here, this King of Wands, which is representing normally Leo to me, but you have got other fire signs here, is kind of like facing away from this decision of this 4 of Wands and the Lovers. Ooh, Virgo Leo. Virgo Leo, 9 of Wands. Man, I'm all sick to death talking about narcissists and control. Trying to control things in one's own favour, just put it that way. But that is PTSD and trauma. Well, if someone is suffering from PTSD and trauma, right, you're in relationship with someone that suffers from PTSD and trauma, and they go over and they talk about their ex all of the time, when they're in the relationship. Doesn't matter where else they talk about it, but you're in a relationship with someone, and someone brings up loads of things about their ex and their partner and their worry and their stress, and this happened to me before, and it happened to me before, and it happened to me before, and you're physically in a relationship with someone, and they talk about all the bad stuff, about bad relationships and how they, you know, saw all that bad stuff. Here, that's been causing a lot of this separation, and that's coming from Virgo Leo energies for me. Trigger being mirrored by the 4 of Wands, which is why there isn't exactly coming together, because there's more of a mirror of someone that's trying to come to terms of something, of control issues. What's this? 9 of Wands. Like I said, PTSD and trauma, that's the last thing you want to do and bring into a relationship, is PTSD and trauma. Honestly, because trust me, a lot of y'all lot, you're on here and you say, yeah, I've suffered with narcissism control and blah, 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 blah. Trust me, at the beginnings of stuff, when you're watching tarot and things like that, and you're going through twin flame relationships, you're going to be like up in your head and up in your head and up in your head, and you can really overthink relationships, you know. Trust me, I've met 6. But y'all know a lot of my story, you know, and wow, bumped into some very strange, peculiar people along my journey, and I was quiet in most of that, where I was like, plan my escape within the next day. Within the next day, I was planning on how on earth I was going to get out. Someone's trying to plan out to get out of something. Prison. What's the 9 of Wands? Ooh, dear. These are not great energies, Virgo. This is the... Right. My first situation was with Z Libra. Okay, Z Libra. No tea, no shade, absolutely none whatsoever. That karma is completely gone. That was a long time ago. That went on for 7 years. What I suffered from was cerebral narcissist, right? Which was someone that was spying and watching on my channel physically, because I'd kind of set it up right at the beginning of me being on this twin flame journey, that she was on my Facebook at the time, okay, and that she then defriended me and all that, but not blocked me, and was watching my channel and stuff like that, and watching my Facebook. I was posting all of my stuff from my old channel on here, right? Not this channel, but my other channel. But I was posting it on Facebook, on YouTube. And it drove me crazy knowing that she was in the background watching everything that I did and every move that I make, but wouldn't never speak and would never, ever say a thing. Never say a thing. And that feeling and that notion in my head was awful for me to go through. It was awful. You've got the same instance here, okay, of someone that is purposely being quiet to try and pull things back into their own, you know, someone that's pulling the silent game. That's all over narcissism. If you study narcissism, okay, and look into the quiet game of what someone pulls of a quiet game, that's there, right? That's there. So basically what you've kind of got is a very draining energy here, because you've got 9 and 9. The two worst 9 cards that I have in my deck when I read cards is the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Cups, because to me that is denial, in denial. Daniel, hearing Daniel, Dan. Wow, it's funny enough. It's funny that. Sorry, but the Libra was called Danielle. That was 7 years ago, 8 years ago, probably more, don't know. Dan, I'm hearing Dan. You're watching still. Danielle, that was her name. I mean, y'all could be called Dan or Danielle, I've got no idea. That energy there, that's very strange. She was a Libra. Very strange. Just out of shits and giggles, if you are watching, just say something in the comments. You know, I bet you don't. But again, there, the same instant, pulling the quiet game, but control and narcissism is there. What's the 4 of Wands? Keeping quiet about something, generally hiding secrets. Yeah, that's an ending to the twin flame relationship because of control, over pressure. Someone's felt pressured and pressured and pressured and pressure, like a lot of it. I mean, you might as well call yourself Freddie Mercury and, you know, under pressure, looking down on me, looking down on you. Under pressure. As what I keep saying, don't ever pressure Scorpio energies with control and wonder why they don't open up. It's probably because they rule the underworld of, you know, they do. I have a Scorpio rising, you know. They rule darkness. They live in it. They teach people about it. They'll pull you in. This person will pull you into the darkness and into a shroud that will absolutely mess you up. Yeah, you know, they would. Scorpio energies is deep and dark. The darkness. I mean, that's why I like a lot of horror films and I like a lot of weird music and stuff like that. It's because I have a dark side, man. That is my karma. But what you've kind of got here is pulling a, what do they call it? Pulling a something. I don't know. But they'll pull you into the darkness here. There's a lot of control. Yeah. This can be a death sentence, you see. Prison, and 4 of Wands and death is a death sentence of prison. 4 of, sorry, death card. For a sexual predator, this is a sexual predator here also, that keeps this quiet, that is quiet about what they do here. They're very quiet and reserved of what they do. And they could be serving a prison sentence here and a death sentence for narcissism and control and keeping secrets about what they're doing on the internet and things you know, don't get confused if you're just watching tarot readings and stuff, you know. But I'm giving you this general perspective of what these cards are showing me, of why I slowly started to channel that and said I don't want to deal with that energy of channeling. That is in this card here. That's wanting something, is the Nine of Cups. Want it, and want it, and want it, and want it. But want it my own way. And if it doesn't go my own way, I'll control things back into my own favour until I get it. And I'll be quiet until I get what I want. Also, energies here. Death card. So you're still going through an ending here. Sagittarius. Libra. Wow, man, y'all up in the business here. What's the Justice for? 3 major arcanas. There can be 3 or 4 people in this, because you've got different energies now. 4 of Wands of inner twin flame is someone that's got Pisces, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio. But don't get it mixed up, because you could be a Virgo that has Scorpio in your chart, and there's another Virgo that's watching that doesn't, that has Sagittarius in their chart. And that Virgo Sagittarius would probably be interested in a Libra, or you are a Sagittarius cross-watching with Libra. There are energies all over here that are very difficult. Okay, but these are also a couple and people that are married here. Married. Happily married. But someone's on the outset of this middle part here. The Lovers. Gemini. Getting accolades, work. It's coming. There's reconciliation here. Reconciliation of a new beginning, but for some reason I don't think it's with this energy here. I really don't. Because there's a lot of narcissism control that's going on with this person, to this person, or is this person, whoever it is, no idea. But that's there, right there, that can't be forgot. There's chance and possible chance of reconciliation and talking here, but of a new beginning. And these energies here look really good. Good energies. But this really does not look like a good circumstance there whatsoever. I mean, you've got the twin flame stuff where you do go slightly crazy. You do. You do. You should have seen my other channel where I was shouting and screaming at a camera, really trying to force the fact of just tell me that you're watching. I know you are. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me crazy. Emotional, crying, God knows what else when I was waking up. I was running around like a headless chicken. Believe you me. Right? I've still got all those videos. I took them all down. They're all private. I won't post them. Because, man, I made myself look like a complete idiot. Right? But, so I'm giving you my story. Some of it. Some of them are actually on here. I think where I was doing the cup of water and the, oh, God knows what else. But your situation is a very good one but a very bad one at the same time, and I don't know what that bad energy is doing there. I don't know if this is all one energy, but whatever it is a very controlling situation that's going on around court for a lot of you and children, but again still remaining quiet and in the shadows. Let's see. Virgo 8. Leo Aquarius. Leo Aquarius. You got Leo there, 8 again. Oh, someone is right up in their head now again. It's accumulating around. You've got big controls. Someone's got very big control issues. Entrapped in a carceration, a prison of just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. I mean, if that's an Aquarius Leo, say an Aquarius and Leo, like a Leo or Aquarius moon sign or anything like that, either way, if both of these energies are all in one person, that's fixation. That's all up in my head of like fixed sign. over and over and over and over and over again, over and over and over, and go over and over it again and over it again and over it again, over it again, over again, trapped into a mental prison of oneself here. Let's see. But I really want a relationship. But with the 8 of Wands, like, I'm ready for a relationship in this state here. This is being stuck in a relationship for a lot of you, that you don't even want to be in one. This is someone that is in a relationship already, that physically don't want to be in it. Is sick to death of the partner breathing down their neck for a relationship here. It is. Because there's a fertile energy there that is ready for a relationship, but with the 8 of Wands of stress, panic and worry, of like worrying, which can be an individual energy here, could be Virgo because it's earth sign, but like so worried and determined that relationships are in a pigeonholing relationship, basically pigeonholing what a relationship is. Right, it's having a belief of what my parents did and everybody else did, and the marriage and the happy ever after, and that as soon as I meet my perfect partner, everything's going to go cushy and according to plan. No, it doesn't. People, by the time you meet someone, has a life built up. They have probably real good job prospects, very busy, a lot of friends, a lot of outings and a lot of meetings that they go to, stuff that they've built up in their life that's all good. Nobody in their life wants to give up that for a relationship, right? And what you've got here is a specific belief system of what a relationship is like, and badly and really want one, but over emotional about relationship. Because the Queen here could be very over emotional about relationships, right? Like really want a relationship that much that they physically don't realise that they're pushing relationships away by putting too much stress and burden onto them, right? Onto the relationship belief of that and calling in more of it, right? So it happens. If it happened before, look at your past relationship. If that happened before, and then it's happened with this person or another person, and the same thing happened, look at how you think about a relationship and why it doesn't work, of what you're like in the relationship, right? Because you've got so much built up in one's head here, I really feel it, you know, I do, is putting all this expectation on what a relationship's supposed to be. If you have expectations in life and you get let down, it's Spirit's way of pretty much showing you you've got way too much expectations of life, of expecting that things are going to turn out the way they are, like in time. Things happen in time. You have to give it time in a relationship. You have to be very relaxed and mutable and go with the flow of energies with when you're involving people, right? That's where it works out. Is where it's very easy coming and very easy going, and you just match that way. You communicate that way. But this energy here is more of putting such a burden on wanting a relationship, but then when in it, physically realizing that it's happening again, it's happening again, it's happening again. You know. Three of Cups. I physically don't really see this as reconciliation, to be honest. It's possible, but from these energies, I very much doubt when you come out of a tarot reading and go into your normal life, that when you communicate with someone, that they're just literally going to be able to forget all that and drop it at a moment's notice and a hat for the future. I really can't see it. You've got a possible third-party situation here that's driving someone crazy, which is the drama triangle, which is what I was caught in for 7 years. Well, and then met someone else and then went into that drama triangle for quite some time as well, and then that ended and then went into another one. Well, not a third-party drama triangle, but just a drama altogether. Let's see. Virgo. September. 3 and 3. They come in by threes. A lot of you are in a third-party situation. If you bring this amount of worry into a relationship, the chances are is that you'll walk into that kind of energy for quite some time yet, because your growth is going to be to the point where you'll always see that there's someone else in the way of the relationship, which is also a job is always in the way, or that the person doesn't have time for me because they're happy-go-lucky and that they enjoy their work, when they're really supposed to enjoy every minute of the time with me, which is a very burdensome, smothering energy. Okay, this can be relating to mothers. You know, if you look at your mum and you don't like that energy that your mum gives you, then look at that same energy of what you bring to the table in a relationship, right? If you don't like that about a mother, say, but you bring that energy into a relationship, and there's this energy, what you get is where you will always see someone as, well, there's always something in the way than what there is me. There's something in the way she moves, but there's always work in the way, isn't there? There's always you going out with the lads in the way, isn't there? There's always you wanting to do something other than coming to spend time with me, isn't there? You're always at work, isn't you? You're always out wandering around, isn't you? Instead of at home with me. So you either get a third party situation, or you ever also still walk into a situation of the same, which is that putting too much burden and pressure on a relationship, of always worrying that there are other people in the way, that there is no possible chance that is right for you to ever blame an energy for going their own way and possibly looking for another person here, in any direction, anybody that's listening or watching. You can't do that, because when you put too much pressure onto someone, like I've repetitively said about your free will, and people haven't listened and they've done that anyway, because that's your karma, you know, is the fact that you'll always, the people will find it burdensome to deal with that energy of like, that's too much for me. And you'll meet that's too much for me, that's too much for me, that's overbearing, that's like I can't breathe. So I feel like I can't breathe in a relationship. I can't spend every minute of the day with you. I've got a life to lead. I've got stuff to do. And what you've got here is now someone looking in a direction of actually reconciling, but in this state, which can be someone that comes to somebody in an emotional state, right? In an emotional state of mind. I mean, it depends how it works out with the rest of the cards for the rest of the month, because these don't have to mean third-party relationships. But it's possible that you could walk straight into one here. And if that isn't with the partner that you have in mind, that could even be with a new one. That's what I'm saying. I won't fool people. I'll tell people exactly how it is. I went from one to another karmic partner, to another karmic partner. You know, walk come straight out when I'm thinking, wow, this is the one then. I have completed it. The 7-year cycle is done and over, and the person that I meet is the everlasting. No. Was involved with someone already. Mm-hmm. Yep. Energies. Ghosting. Energies. Ghosting. It rips an energy of your soul away from you. Takes it. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go on with the rest of your reading. If you want to join, you can join Patron. This goes to tier 1 and tier 2. We do a full spread and then clarify everything. Tier 2 obviously is a little bit more expensive, but you get the 1st to the 15th and the 15th into the 31st. That will not come over on YouTube at all this month because I have to go back to work and I'm not going to have time in order to do separate readings. So like we did last month, it's going to be different this month, which is where those both readings throughout the month, 1st, 15th, 15th, 31st, will only go over to tier 2 if you want to watch them. Okay. If you want to stay tuned, I really do appreciate it. I will do some channeled messages, which is the not a tarot reading. Okay, that is not for the faint-hearted. That is literally for people that really do enjoy me channeling and giving you some messages to look out for in life. Okay, but we'll see how we go with that. But they will be coming out. Oh, actually, they're probably already out. They're probably already out. If they're not, they will be. But they'll be done throughout the month anyway. Okay, so if you want any link, personal reading, or follow Patreon, it is in the link below, provided below in the show more section. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's going to happen with your September. Cheers, guys.